In this video, we're going to analyze a fun digital art project NFT with a strong community focus that goes public on March 5th, 2022. We'll look at the most important data points so you can decide if this NFT project might be right for you. And welcome back to GizmoNuz, the place where NFT fans turn for no-nonsense facts on upcoming NFTs and tools that have potential. However, this is not financial advice, we're not financial planners, and please remember, the information that follows is for entertainment, maybe some educational purposes only. But if you're looking for the most concise information on some hot upcoming NFTs, then keep watching. And keep in mind, the NFT we are reviewing is not sponsoring this review, and we have no relationship or investment with the project. Before we get started, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any NFT news. With the release date of March 5th, 2022, let's look at Toon Town. What caused us to look at this NFT is a combination of things. First up is the artwork. Taylor has come up with a unique character design that lends itself to many different moods and colors. Secondly, we gotta say, while the roadmap is intriguing, we're drawn to Toon Town because of the team. So let's start there and do our usual analysis of this collection by looking at the creators behind Toon Town and then the community and the project. If you've watched any of our videos in the past, you know we take a close look at the team because the data shows this is one of the keys to limiting risk, especially if we're looking to do more than just buy the artwork. The NFT marketplace is filled with pseudonymous creators, artists, and authors. And most of the time, it's not too worrisome since these anonymous creators are working on very small-scale projects and individual pieces, and are usually giving them to the public for free or in the form of something open source. We've had comments made explaining it's for the creator's safety to remain anonymous, and we get that. Many people are rightly concerned about the impact their online presence has on their family members or their job prospects in the near future, or even their current jobs. It's understandable, folks need to do what's best for them and their family. But when you're forming an NFT project and pre-selling large quantities of NFTs, we believe that the idea of allowing complete anonymity in the community is a mistake that is prime for abuse. We believe that at a minimum, one participant in the project, at least the primary founder, needs to be transparent regarding their identities. This creates accountability and also helps prevent people from committing crimes and then being able to repeat their mistakes without a trace. So what do we find with Toon Town when it comes to team transparency? It's refreshing for us to report that the Toon Town team appears to be fully doxxed, which if you've been following our videos for any time now, you'll agree is rare. In a unique move, the Discord has a series of posts on each of the primary team members. Jens Hinrichs, aka Jens, listed as the developer of the project, and brings to the team real-world NFT development experience. Taylor Rowberry, aka Mediocre, is the artist. One look at his work on Instagram and you'll see his talent runs deep. Mackenzi, aka Mellow, is lead of marketing and partnerships who also has an artistic side. On the posts you'll find links to their LinkedIn profiles, Twitter accounts, and Instagram pages. All of these seem legit and about what you'd expect from a team bootstrapping their first NFT project. And with just a little more digging, you can even uncover the identity of their advisor, Mortiz, who it turns out is one of the co-founders of a group called Token Forge, who have a suite of tools and services focused on STO and NFT technology. The Medium biographies are convincing, provide an interesting backstory, and give insight into the formation of the roadmap and their commitment to the community, as well as why the team's transparency is important. It seems they've all suffered at the hands of less than honest NFT teams. While it's entirely possible this entire doc story is fictional, the stories, social profiles, and experience cited strikes us as honest, a transparent team focused on community. And since we're talking about community, let's look at that next. We've uncovered the first C, creators, but now the next C is for community. Is there a healthy number of folks following the project? Besides numbers, we look at things in a community like the overall positive vibe. Are the members helpful? And do we see a whole lot of communication from the project manager? We're going to typically find community on places like Twitter, Discord, their blog, and video posts. So we did our usual digging into the community for Toon Town, and here's what we came up with. The Twitter account for the project is active with just over 2,000 followers at the date of this review. The Twitter audit services we use reported good things on the account. With just 2,000 followers, there's a good chance that most of these are real. The profile is active with the usual mix of announcements, collabs, images of the planned NFTs, and thank yous to the community. They also have an Instagram account with just over 300 followers. Now this brings us to the Discord server. It has just over 7,000 followers. What struck us right away about the Discord is the security. We've seen this level of security in a couple of other servers where they require you to pass a human CAPTCHA and the usual click here to identify process. We instantly felt like they were taking the welfare of their community seriously. This was also seen in the typical announcement with warnings about how to avoid scammers who will inevitably get into the community. In looking over the community, we found it to be friendly with lots of participation by the lead moderator, Carnage. The team is also delivering on their collabs with numerous whitelist opportunities being listed to the community. So overall, the community is friendly and with a great vibe and a welcoming atmosphere. Now what about the project itself? Well, Toon Town has named its roadmap a moon map, and it's broken down into 6 phases, or in their case, percentages. So with any project, you want to give the roadmap a close look. Read it over and decide if the project appears to be under or over promising in the roadmap. Both can be huge warnings for an initiative. 2 of the biggest flags are, does the project basically have no roadmap? If not, there's a good chance that the project won't be able to provide an additional benefit after its launch. Is the project over-promising, like AAA games, a play-to-earn program, and advanced tokenomics, or staking capability? If the team is unproven, it may be advisable to be wary of this kind of roadmap too. We found the roadmap for this project to be conservative with a community focus, which aligns well with the description of the project that's on their official website. Here's a picture of their description. Toon Town is a community-focused NFT collectible ecosystem with high utility and high-quality artwork randomly generated from hundreds of hand-drawn traits. Owning a Genesis Loon gives you an awesome one kind of PFP, but also access to moon map giveaways, ETH and NFTs, priority over future collections, merch, their token, alpha, and influence over the direction of the Toon Town storyline. In a nutshell, the moon map is a series of putting proceeds back into the community wallet, airdrops to and ETH deposits to random holders, charity donations, and giveaways. Beyond that, the roadmap has the usual plans, including merch and alpha channels, but then they start to hint toward larger plans, including tokenomics, and as of yet undefined V2. So let's recap what we found for Toon Town. What does the data say about it? Well, let's start with the creators. We think it's safe to say we have a fully doxed team. They seem to have all the basics covered by way of artist, developer, business development, and back-end tools for a successful launch. What about the community? The community feels legitimate, and we found the vibe friendly and helpful. The Discord appears to be well managed and everyone is respectful. The only red flags here is the size of the community at the time we did the review. It seems like community building has taken a back seat to maybe some of their other initiatives. Hard to say. This is disappointing because a fully doxed team with this combination of talent should see a huge number of members joining their community. With only 7,000 Discord members and just under 7,000 Toon Town loons, they may be hard-pressed to have the momentum they need to move the project from mint quickly into the secondary market, which seems to be an important goal for them to achieve their 50% milestone. But maybe the community is super committed and they will have a high number of mints and the secondary market will wake up and see the potential for this project. Well, what about the project itself then? This is one of the most community-focused projects we've had the pleasure of reviewing. The roadmap is not so ambitious that it feels unattainable for a team of this makeup. In order to remain objective, we don't invest in the projects we review. However, we almost changed our tune when we finished up our review of Toon Town. I mean, think about it. You appear to have a fully doxed team, a community-focused roadmap that is modest and appears doable, fun artwork that is catchy and has almost unlimited trait combinations. With the artwork, the only thing we wish we saw was a clearer rarity story. If they add that to the artwork, that could really move this into some interesting territory. This project certainly feels like one of the lower risk initiatives we've come across in a long time. But now I want to turn it over to you. What do you think about Toon Town? Is there enough here to move you to consider this under the radar NFT? Let us know by leaving a comment below, and don't put that off because we'd really like to hear from you on this. And if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. As always, GizmoNuz does not endorse any investment, and we don't offer financial advice. This video is entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research before making any investment. And we look forward to seeing you in our next video.